Match of the day. A way to close this out. A way to prove who is number one. Is it Bigatron Alpha or is it RRQ?
It is going to be the first game. Who will take that game? But man, Melissa Inspire. Let's see, will this inspire the side of RRQ for game one?
Miracle gets really triggered if Melissa doesn't go Inspire.
Yeah, I get angry. I get angry, real angry whenever the Melissa takes something else because, yeah, I mean, look at this. I just really like Melissa. I mean, Melissa's such a good laner too. Roger is up there when it comes to laning, but Melissa has ways to zone. And the weakness is usually you get ganked. You're very, very vulnerable on the Melissa, especially when you go Inspire. As long as RRQ play around it, it should be good. This should be strong side up top until the turtle spawns in.
We do see two Purifiers on the side of Bigatron Alpha as well. Meanwhile, RRQ all opted to go for Flicker. Will this affect them in the long run?
I think for the Flickers, it'll be good for them. They need more playmaking. Oh, some damage. The mid lane, Moreno, Purify is a good option though to go for.
Meanwhile, Emblems?
Some Master Assassin picked up there. Some good damage from Eman over to Skylar, especially if Skylar doesn't have the Inspire. Couldn't see the rest of the emblems earlier, but don't worry.
Nichols gotcha.
Okay, there we go. So first of all, Blood for the Phobius and the Agility wants to participate in these fights. And it does seem like for Tsutujin, he opted to go for the Rupture, wanted to go for more penetration in these fights. Fairness, Inspire. Ooh. Usually you see more of that defensive tool, but seems Moreno wants to deal as much damage as possible and be there for the team as much as possible to use the Netherrealm. That is a QC on Moreno too. We usually see Lethal Ignition or Impure Rage.
Rings clear the mid, so no 4 for Edok. But Tsujin here, very aggressive and finds the neutral objective. And take a look at the flicker preemptively. Tyron finds the penalty zone, and that's first blood for the Kings of Kings.
At such a high-stakes game like this, I forgot how loud and how crazy the supporters from RRQ can get. And the fact that they were able to set up first Tsujin getting the turtle, the crowd erupts.
Absolutely, the Retry win and an amazing play from Dyron. Penalty zone and the flicker. That was a prediction from Dyron to predict the movement coming in from Mr. Ken. That second skill.
Whoa. Look at the an audience prediction here. English. Oh, Bigatron, Indo.
Oh, man.
English, Indo battle. English, Indo battle.
Oh, what do we do? What do we do?
Don't
Ranger Mas is addressing us right now. Sorry,
guys. We don't have our voice in the speaker, so we can't even respond.
Yeah, it's not fair. Okay, let's get back into the game here. 3 minutes in. We did see a rotation earlier coming in from both of these teams. Again, like this gold lane is going to be very important. And you know, fun fact, by the way, these are the two top gold laners with the highest GPM.
That's a catch from Key, but Tsujin has enough energy to get out.
Good move. That's a flicker as well, by the way, from Super Luke. Didn't notice it earlier. Usually we see the Vengeance. Super Luke is one of the only Phobiuses who have been able to utilize the flicker. Yes, you can escape from these ganks, but in these fights, when you don't have the Vengeance, you're not as tanky. I think now it actually makes sense because he has a Mathilda to get him out and also a Netherrealm. So there's already layers of HP to help him in these skirmishes.
I thought because they had the Mathilda that he would opt for Vengeance instead, right? I mean, people are talking about how Phobius is a very committing type of hero, right? Once you go in, it's really difficult for you to get out, and maybe that's why the flicker goes in. But with the Guiding Wind, I guess more playmaking potential that he has, right?
Penalty zone?
Early one. That's a pull from the I'm Offended. Take a look at the crowd control Super Luke is receiving. Netherrealm pops as well. Rin's now in trouble. Will Super Luke be able to find the kill? The cover is there, but the damage will be enough to take Rin's down. Super Luke solo kills him. Now it's going to be an all-out brawl. He is there in the middle of the fight trying to find protection, but Super Luke falls instead. It's going to be Amon here, almost taken down, still surviving. Guiding Wind to safety. Moreno, though, stunned up. Now Tsujin coming in, Cutthroat available, no need for that Cutthroat. Tsujin secures the kill.
That's a 2-for-1 trade, ladies and gentlemen, in favor of RRQ right now. And the fact is, despite everyone being so low, Tsujin, the main man, has not participated in this turtle dance just yet. And now that he's here, Bigatron, they're taking their dear time, they're thinking about this, they don't want to make a mistake.
see. Bigatron trying to flame control in that turtle's area. Tsutsuji though receives a lot of damage. Super Ken clutch retribution now. RRQ. They are not going to fight, but Super Luke, he is low-key forcing fight Skylar though. Well, there you go. He wants no business. Both teams disengaging.
The Infernal Pursuit might as well be renamed to the Endless Pursuit because Super Luke continues to just go in every single time, and even up against Sutsujin, someone so mobile, he's unable to escape from this chase again.
Byron, is this the right move? Good airborne, but now with the Infernal Pursuit, Super Luke will be able to control that ult. Purple buff contest, question mark. Bigatron seems like they are in setup for that contest now in the backside. Tsujin pressured. Oh my goodness, another round popped. Penalty zone as well. Now the damage from the side of Super Luke will not be enough to take anyone down. It's going to be Super Luke punished, and that will be their only sole casualty. Never mind. Key taken down as well.
That's a 2-0 trade, and RQ, Sutsujin still able to get that purple buff.
They failed at their task. It was just taking the purple buff away. That would have been worth it, in my opinion, if it's actually traded for Key and Super Luke. But even then, Sutsujin winning out the red tree battle, Super Ken unable to steal it away. So now it becomes an overwhelming lead for RRQ. Yes, it's just a 400 gold lead, but look at the map pressure they can put right after that win. It is top lane, tier 1 going down. Fanny in the bottom lane getting the turret too. Bigatron Alpha. This is bad for them. That's a 1,000 gold lead that is building up for RRQ Hoshi, who has a Melissa who can scale.
And unfortunately for Bigatron Alpha right now, that tower in the bottom lane is going to fall as well. So they're working on a -2 amount of structures right now. And RRQ, they're pushing the tempo once again as this this turtle will be spawning real soon. Are there any power spikes that we should be aware of from Bigatron Alpha?
Yeah, it's the mid-game power spike. Even though RRQ have the lead, Bigatron should still have that power spike window.
Recircling Eagle finds Rins, forced to use the flicker. Super Luke doll is targeting him. Flicker out. Another round popped. Now it's going to be Super Luke eyeing on Sutsujin. Cables into the middle of the turtle. Sutsujin finds the turtle. It's going to be Edok now being traded. Super Luke receives a lot of damage. Amon from the flanks. Will he be able to find the impact? He finds one. Looking for more. Dyron receives a lot of damage with Reno. And Skylar will find the double. Super Luke will be the trade, but that is Bigatron responding.
Was that worth it? 4 members from the side of RQ get taken down. Sure, this time Sutsujin is able to pick up that loot, but 4 members, Mirko.
Absolutely not. Oh, shout out to Ray's boy. Maybe you should ask him, Eternal. Why don't you ask him?
Was that worth it? Coach.
Coach
Ray's boy.
Coach Ray's boy. I know you're not with the team anymore, but it seems you still have that jersey. Is it worth it?
Was it worth it?
Yo. Yes. Yes.
What's that?
Whoa.
Is he swapping?
Construction?
Huh?
Hats?
Whoa. Is this a BTR construction worker? You've seen RRQ with the construction workers. It seems BTR are on the rebuild themselves. Look at that.
Ray's boy, man.
Yeah, he's just having fun.
He's a character right there, man. Shout out to Ray's boy. But yeah, no, it was not worth it for RRQ. Losing 4 members for the neutral objective.
Yikes.
They only got Luke back, and Luke is 1 and 3. So yeah, not a lot of big bounties on him. Remember though, Bigatron Alpha, this is their power spike. Like I said, this is the mid-game power spike that they can actually take to control the game. RRQ can play it a bit later, so they shouldn't really be committing that much into these fights. When they get the turtle, they should just back away and respect Bigatron Alpha's window.
All right, so are we assuming that Skylar is the person that we're waiting on?
Yes.
For RQ?
He's very close already to that golden staff. Once he gets it, oh, that's gonna hurt.
Factor spent. Edok now with I'm Offended. Purify from Moreno. Netherrealm as well. Big resources spent from side of Bigatron Alpha. RQ. They will just take the purple buff and pick up the Fanny. Already top lane.
But remember, after all that is said and done, Bigatron were still able to pick up that tower in the top lane. So a little bit of value, a little bit of trading for them. Wait a second.
Edok half HP. This is not good. As Sutsujin now joining the fray. Super Ken finding the turtle, but Super Luke will find Edok. Nah, he will be traded though, but Dyron with a penalty zone desperately. Damage will be enough to take him down. Super Ken barely survives 2 for 1 plus Lord for the Red Robots.
It looks like Bigatron are bouncing back from that early... What would you call that?
Early stumble?
Early stumble. Yeah, let's say it that way. Early stumble. And they are able to pick up this first Lord, only losing a member, only losing Super Luke, which is just according to plan, according to business.
Yeah, absolutely. We do see that power spike though. Oh, Sutsujin, I'm not sure about this.
2v1. The damage with the cutthroats. Great calculation by Sutsujin.
Superken got schooled on his own pick. That's the Fanny he was known for. Well played, Sutsujin. That should actually delay a lot of these pushes. And yeah, they're dealing with the Lord really well. Bigatron Alpha still wanting to go for more though.
Say it all. Super Luke trying to chunk Edok.
They can't go for anything. This is a Lord that is useless. Wow, Kyoshi. Not even the mid.
Beautifully controlled. Very instinctive as well by Sutsujin. Very intelligent. It looks like they should be able to defend this mid-tier turret as well. Looks like Bigatron are now looking into the side lanes. You do see that Amon has been pushed back to the top to control that lane, perhaps looking for another turret under the nose of RRQ. Look at Sutsujin again.
Oh, he's eyeing. He has one target in this game, and that is Superken.
It's getting real personal now, Sutsujin. I wonder what he has against Superken on the Fanny too, but because they actually take control of the bottom side of the map, this gives the opportunity for BTR to actually take a... one more shot from the cannon minion. Unfortunately, no, they don't get the turret, but it is very, very low. Replay.
There's a replay. I think Dyron was caught isolated.
No,
this was the replay, yeah. It's a 2v1 initially, but great calculation there by Sutsujin. Dyron, he's alright.
Yeah. On the turret side, I don't think BTR should be overcommitting anyways towards him. They're still holding the gold lead, and I would say mid-game power spike is still with them. It is 12 to 14 minutes that they have.
Another round popped. Super Luke here, half HP. Sutsujin in the fray, and that is a knock, a huge one for Super Luke, and he is down. 4v5 RRQ, what will they do to convert this advantage?
That's a big question right now. If we compare levels, it looks like that Sutsujin level... Oh, what? Edok? What happened?
It's not wise. He thought he has space, but now it's a 4v4. Bigatron, they might actually shift their gears to gear 5. Let's see though, purple buff contest. Sutsujin not spotted. He eyeing on that bush, and Sutsujin needs to reposition. Byron receiving a lot of damage. Amon now as well. Yeah, I don't think they can force this. Lord is up.
Are they trying to force that Sutsujin
retry? They're not able to. Sutsujin still has retry, so in the end, BTR don't get anything, but they do get Edok earlier. A little bit of map pressure, map control. Bottom lane is slow pushing. They'll have to handle the mid lane and the top lane too, but I don't think we've ever seen this 13 minutes, and we still have tier 1 turrets up.
I don't know. Wind of Nature now secured in for Skylar.
That's going to be big, knowing that there's going to be a lot of physical damage.
Oh my goodness, the knock up. He made a mistake in RRQ. They're definitely there to punish him. Let's see though, 4v5 RRQ. They will take their time. Bottom side, they will clear that lane first.
Yeah, this is a problem, right? RRQ with Sutsujin on the Fanny should be able to control that par lane a lot easier. They do have the Nolan, but the fact that the Fanny with the purple buff and the seal cables, that mobility is insane. Let's see the execution.
I want to pull the trigger. You don't receive a lot of damage, and that is the nether realm not able to save Superken. Sutsujin will find Amon as Amon collecting the shutdown and the killing spree, looking for the double. Smells the triple wins. Good Terrified Eternal's Guard. The right side win of nature by Skylar. Perfectly timed as well. And that is RRQ surviving with 2.
Again, they pick up the neutral objective, but they lose so many members in the process. That looks like BTR still have control over the map.
Yeah, it's always back and forth. When RRQ get the neutral objective, it's BTR with the win in a team fight. When BTR get the neutral objective, it's RRQ. Great displacements utilized there. Skylar, he should be at his item power spike. I mean, looking behind me, he is already on the way to that Melphic Roar too. So this Melissa is going to start to really, really hurt. And this is the window slowly but surely closing for BTR. Yes, they'll still have a lot of different angles to attack from, but it'll come down to pure execution. This advantage they had in these team fights will slowly but surely actually dissipate. Meanwhile, for RRQ, it's a growing threat for Skylar. He still hasn't reached that Melphic Roar. Once he does, it's going to be scary. The Fanny, Anti-Curus, and Nolan too. Respect from both of these junglers towards each other, having a defensive item in the fray.
Sutsujin?
Shouldn't be. Sutsujin has the calculation. Being a distraction here while the other members are taking the tier 1 mid.
Really good distraction. Oh, wait. Do they know where Superken is?
They spot him. Now I'll take a look at the pincer move. Good. Disengage in the backside though. Sitsujin, yeah, that's the cover. Bigatron and RRQ, they're reading each other out.
Wow. That's some great stuff right there. And it does look like right now it's just going to be both teams setting up again. There's not much they can do at this point of the game. No purple buffs. There are purple buffs, and there certainly will be a fight for the... Oh, massive power spike there for Skylar. Getting the Malefic Roar. Edok! Ooh, man, these are some margins at both reads upon reads upon reads.
Oh my goodness, has enough energy there to cable out of that situation.
I think timings of these resources are going to be very important when they go in for that 5v5, right? Because technically Skylar now with that power spike with the Malefic Roar as well can also use that as a way to outplay. Oh, that's so close. He barely gets out. Moreno picks up the Divine Glaive. Will that help the Netherrealm later on?
Yeah, it'll definitely help with the scaling, but really it's more for damage. At this point of the game, Moreno's going to have to dip inside of these team fights too. He can't just be playing utility like he has been in the last few fights. He's just been playing for the Netherrealms to save his team. He's going to have to start poking too, especially finishing. I think that's the main point here for Moreno. Skylar has the Wind of Nature, so all of the other damage isn't going to do it, isn't going to take Skylar down. Moreno's going to have to find the timing, and it's going to be really tough because he has a Purify, not a Flicker, to actually execute Skylar with the magic damage.
It's a lot of pressure. Oh, Tsujin again?
In the mid lane, he is trying to tank some of that damage. So now, with the Tsujin recalling, that's a pull. I'm offended, King! He didn't even have time to push his Flicker for the 5. Now, Bigatron, what will they do? RRQ rushing towards the Lord, but not rushing to really delete this Lord down. Let's see here, Bigatron, what will they do here being a man down?
They have a man advantage here. RRQ, do they not want to blitz this?
Still tough.
Oh, trying to, okay, Edok. Okay, Flicker, I'm offended, does not connect, but penalty zone as well. This might be a window. Bigatron, can they respond? Moreno with the flank. Super Luke trying to just distract the members of RRQ. Tsujin comes to clutch with the Lord take. Edok loses immortality and his life. Super Ken with that kill. Super Luke, though, receives a lot of damage. Skylar in trouble. Amon finds the double.
That's a 3-4-0 trade, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the exact same story. Tsujin picks up the Lord, but they have to lose 3 members in the process.
Wow, that was... Man, these fights are razor sharp from both these teams. RQ getting the dub. The Lord will spawn, I think, in the bottom wave.
Let's see. That's an airborne just on towards George, just from Kido. The Lord now, will it be relevant? I don't think so. And Bigatron, they need to blitz to take this Lord down, though.
There's no purple buff on Tsujin, so that's an angle they can go for. Tsujin, I don't think you should... Oh, man. Oh, yeah. They don't check. Oh. Okay. Will they check?
No. No. Tsujin will not show as well. Now they need to clear other lanes.
That was just a peculiar chain of events, right? Because before they even went in for the Lord, Key was already picked off. They literally guiding winded into the I'm offended from RQ, and Key was picked off. Luckily, they didn't go together, but wait a second.
Another round to save Luke's life. Hiding away and finds 3, but no follow-up damage, and Darwin survives. Tsujin finds the cutthroat. Does not find the kill. It is actually Amon with the Windtalker. Now Edok isolated. Amon secures the double. Looking for triple. Let's take a look at Darwin 1 by 1. Members of RRQ isolated and taken out.
They need to clear the wave. They need to clear the lane. Is it possible they're looking for an end angle here? There's still 70 seconds left for the Lord to spawn. They do have enough time to at least take these structures.
They can do it. They honestly can. RRQ, though, they're going to stop it. They're going to try.
Wins him Skylar. Oh my goodness. Good night, RRQ. Skylar, though, is the Melissa. Will be able to clear the waves. No problem, Super Luke. Too aggressive. Wind of Nature will not save his life from Moreno. And that will be a wipeout for the Red Robots.
7 seconds on Sutsujin though. I don't think they'll be able to end, but they will be able to take the purple buff away. Oh, 2 seconds, just Sutsujin.
Let's see. They want to blitz this Lord and turret. Sutsujin is up. Looking for the cables. Another round. Turret lock, question mark. Good stun!
What? That's a clear from Sutsujin.
He saved the game! Sutsujin single-handedly saved the game with that play. He wasn't looking for the kill. All he needed to do was clear out those minions.
Oh, careful. Edok now receives a lot of damage. Sutsujin
Whoa!
though. That's, oh my goodness, I'm on. Wind of Nature, Edok and Darren, crowd control, immortality bots. And that is the guiding win to safety.
That was close. He was brought back in. And that was nearly catastrophic. Luckily, the guiding win from Key was still there to save him. Again, it's basically pixels at this point.
Sutsujin, what are you made of, you absolute disgusting player? What was that? That was some nasty stuff that he did. Man, and Mon too, gotta give props to him. What was that decision to go in, and he survived somehow, swapping the Wind of Nature out. He has a Wind of Nature on a Roger. You don't get the full duration on the Roger with the Wind of Nature. But yes, you can utilize that to try to outplay Eman. Now on the Immortality, actually. Did he sell the Wind of Nature? I think he did. He still has the Immortality. All right, now it's a fight. It does seem like RQ have the advantage with the far lane pushed up, but Super Luke is posturing up.
Super Luke committed as well now. Oh, Skylar, half HP. Super Luke finds it in Inferno Pursuit. Now in the backside is actually the Lord. Sutsujin finds it. Now Skylar repositioning, RRQ concealing, running for the hills. Amano, he smells blood. Good Purifier looking for Iron, and he will fall surely. He was hugging the turret, but the Lord in the top lane. Oh my goodness, Moreno. Miscalculation. Tyron with the flicker. Tyron, stop it, and there you go. There he goes. Bigatron, though, they need to take care of the Lord top lane.
That was huge. That was an outplay. That was a lot of time bots. But look at this.
I'm offended onto it too, and that will find Skylar Edok. Immortality, irrelevant. Now the turret lock from the Red Robots, Kings of Kings. Back to the drawing board.
They lead the series, ladies and gentlemen. Bigatron Alpha, the final boss battle for RRQ. But remember, it's still a best of 3. But what a way to start the highlighted match of the day.
A battle of gambles, we're gonna have to say at the end. Early on, it was some wise investments here and there, trying to get the lead slowly.